Okay, it's 6 o'clock. I'm sure Frank will jump in as soon as he can. Okay. So I am going to call the September 10th, 2020 special meeting for the appointment of personnel for the 2020-2021 school year. Would you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of this meeting was advertised on the district website on September 8th, 2020, and by posting the notice in the Forked River Post Office and the Lenoka Harbor Post Office, and by filing a copy of the notice with the Lacey Township Clerk as required by the Open Public Meeting Act and the New Jersey State Legislation A 3850/S2294. Mr. DeGeorge, roll call for attendance, please.
Ma'am. Mr. Scanlon. Mr. Peters.
Present, thank you.
Mrs. McAvoy.
Here.
Mr. Polino. Mrs. DeSenza.
Mrs. DeSenza present.
Mr. Riggs.
Present.
Mrs. Downing.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Report of the superintendent. Dr. Clark, do you have anything you want to say or not tonight?
No, I'm going to keep my comments brief, Mrs. Downing. I just wanted to welcome everybody back to the school year, albeit we are remote. But as a reminder, we are beginning our hybrid schedule on Monday, September 21st. And I will be sending, excuse me, an all call to our families toward the end of next week with another video that we have put together for our families so they have a little bit better understanding of what to expect when they when students come to school on the 21st. Other than that, I do not have any other comments.
Okay, we'll move on to public comment, and just keep in mind that this meeting is solely a special meeting for the appointment of personnel. It's not a regularly scheduled board meeting. All other board business will be held at our next regular board meeting. So an audience member wishing to make a comment shall raise his or her hand, and when called upon, state your name, address, or affiliation, and intention to make a statement. Comments shall be addressed to the board president. Comments shall be made one issue at a time. Comments shall be limited to 5 minutes. No audience member will be recognized twice until all who wish to comment have been recognized. And please use the microphone. Mr. Merman, could you please facilitate comments?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Downing. Anyone who'd like to comment at this time is instructed to virtually raise your hand by hovering your mouse over the Zoom view screen and finding the raise your hand button in the bottom of the Zoom app. If you're calling via telephone, you can raise your hand by dialing *9. You'll be called to unmute your microphone and speak in turn. All right, at this time I see Mr. Rizzoli, so please unmute your microphone, state your name and address, and begin your public comment.
Good evening. Sunset Beach, Forked River. As a point of order to the president of the board, I would request in the future that any unscheduled Board of Education meetings be coordinated with township committee meetings on the same time, on the same day. There are people in the township who are taxpayers who would like to attend or listen to both at the same time or attend both at the same time. If you schedule your meetings at the same time that the township committee schedules their meetings, you can't be in two places at one time. Makes no sense. And I think it might be done purposely. If it is, I think that should stop.
Well, first of all,
Mr. Taxpayers. Thank you very
Mr.
much for your time. And that's the end of my comment.
Okay, Mr. Rizzoli, this was not done deliberately to conflict with the township committee meeting. To be quite honest, this is a special meeting that we had to have so we could get these appointments appointed, these staff appointed, but we will take your recommendation for future meetings. Thank you.
Okay, Mrs. Downing, at this time, seeing none.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we'll move on to new business then. Mr. Polino, welcome. Okay, could I have a motion, please? Could I have a motion, please, for item A, certificated personnel, items 1 through 11?
Motion, Mrs. DeSenza.
Second,
Mrs. McAvoy?
yes.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Peters,
Yes.
Mrs. McAvoy,
Yes.
Mr. Polino,
Frank needs to unmute.
Just thought he has no audio. Can he do a thumbs up? Can we
Sure.
acknowledge that?
sure.
Or down? Mr. Polino, use your thumb. I don't,
Can he hear us?
can you hear us, Mr. Polino? He has no audio. He, he just texted me, he has no audio, yes.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Thank you for assist there, Mrs. Downing.
you're welcome.
Mrs. DeSensa,
Yes.
Mr. Riggs,
Yes.
Mrs. Downing.
Yes,
Motion carries. Thank you.
okay. Moving on to item B. Non-certificated personnel, items 1 through 6. Could I have a motion?
Motion, Mrs. DeSenza.
Is there a second?
I'll second it, Mr. Peters, please.
Thank you. Roll call, Mr. DeGeorge?
Mr. Peters,
Yes.
Mrs. McAvoy,
Yes.
Mr. Polino, via Mrs. Downing.
Yes.
We're getting good at this. Mrs. DeSensa,
Mrs. DeSenza's a yes.
Mr. Riggs,
Yes.
Mrs. Downing.
Yes, and I will screenshot this, shoot this to you, so you have proof that he voted yes.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is all we have.
Okay, they're the only 2 items on the agenda.
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
any board members have any comments they want to make?
I'll hold mine till the next meeting.
Just
Thank
welcome
you.
aboard to the new hires.
Yes, also welcome aboard the new hires and congratulations to the 2 people that are retiring. Just real quick, I'd like to congratulate Coach Lou Versillo for his 40th year of coaching football.
Wow.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'd like
And
to
I
say,
would like to,
oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Rob.
Just welcome back, everybody. Glad that school started again. Hope all the teachers are settling in nice and all the students, and that's about it. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see what this month will do for us. That's it.
Let's keep
Mr.
our fingers
Rizzoli, you have
crossed.
20 minutes to make your meeting. You should make it. The meeting starts at 6:30.
Okay, and my comment, I just am actually repeating what others have said. I just want to welcome all our new staff, congratulate the retirees, wish everyone luck that is not returning, and let's have a great school year. Again, I want to thank the administration for getting all this off and running. It's been a nightmare, I know, but your tireless efforts are really appreciated, and we thank you. At that, could I have a motion to adjourn the meeting, please?
Motion?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank
coming.
you, everybody attending. Have a good night.
Aye,
Okay.
opposed.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Mary Ellen.